This is a short overview of the cells plus colonies recipe and image that can be found on our recipe store. The image itself is of cells clustered in colonies, and what we're interested in specifically is the number of cells, number of colonies, and then the number of cells per colony. Here we have the recipe loaded into MIPAR. On the right here we have the resultant segmentation. This recipe is split up into 3 chapters labeled colonies, cells, and measurements cell per colony. The first part of this recipe applies a bright texture filter and a contrast adjustment to allow us to do a rough selection of our cells within colonies. By then manipulating this selection using feature reduction, dilation, erosion, we're able to accurately select what is identified as colonies. We set this as a layer and move on to identifying our cells. To find our cells, we're able to use an adaptive threshold with the memory image, the colony's memory image as a mask, to help the selection be limited to our colonies. We then apply a separation step and set a minimum cell size to give us an accurate selection of what is identified as cells. From here, we set the cells as a companion image, and then recall our colonies to provide, to kind of set up a measurement for cells per colony. But before we do that, I have a simple measurement count added to the recipe. I'm going to edit this to only count my cells and my colonies and generate the report to give me the number of colonies and number of cells. We can use this information to give us an average number of both, but something more interesting we might be interested in is the number of cells per colony. To achieve that, to help us visualize that, we can go to our color by measure tool, generate measurements based on companion, select companion features, select generate, and here we can see the number of cells per colony in the viewing window. We can export this data to an Excel document to do further analysis. This recipe is a good overview of how we would generate feature counts based on companion, as well as some pretty simple colony counting. If you need help optimizing your own recipe, you're welcome to reach out to our application staff to assist and demonstrate this for your specific images. Thank you.